Hey everyone, Scott here. What's up? You probably saw the headline, so you kind of know what this video is about. For those of you who have been following me though, I've been on a weight loss journey. I had bariatric surgery in August of 2022. It's been a long time. I've lost a ton of weight, over 150 pounds and then some. And this is the first time that I'm doing a follow-up where I have actually gained weight. I had a little bit of a gain. I'm like 10 pounds up. I'm still 10 to 15 pounds below my goal weight. My goal weight was 200 pounds. I'm 5'7". Whatever that means, some people ask me that, but basically I've gained a little. I was down to like 179 over the holidays, and then January came around and I got super busy at work. I think I say that every single time I do one of these videos, but I got super busy at work and was training a new person. And although I wasn't eating bad things, like I wasn't eating sweets or I wasn't eating ice cream or anything like that you would associate with like junk food or bad food, I got a little crazy with like peanuts and crackers and stuff that's high in carbohydrates and high in fat. And working out was slowed a little bit because I was working with a chiropractor slash physical therapist, and they've been helping me sort of fix my routine a little bit, or fix the form, because every time I've been working out heavily, I like hurt my back, and then when I hurt my back, I can't work out, right? So it's kind of a vicious cycle. Or I finally feel better, and then I go back and I hurt it again, right? So Daniel's been helping me with my form, and it's been great, but like it's not like it's a good workout, but it's not like high intensity, high cardio kind of thing. But it's important to do because the more work I put in there, that hopefully eventually I'll be able to correct myself enough where I won't hurt myself every single time. Plus, it's like January in Chicago. Chicago is one of the coldest months of the year. It's just not a motivating time to want to go work out outside or inside, whatever, right? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was like doing so well with losing weight after the surgery that I kind of like had to see like, can I even gain weight? Well, the answer is yes. I can definitely gain weight if I keep off of a plan and start to let some of my old habits creep in. And I can tell you right now, what I was doing was I was grazing, right? You're eating, if you eat a handful of peanuts is like 250 calories, depending on how big your hand is, right? But you can easily add up, and not to mention calories, it's fat. Peanuts are really high in fat. I had this mentality of like, oh, peanuts are health food, peanuts are great, healthy fats, this and that, and just telling myself that it was okay. And kind of letting that whole emotional eating sort of situation creep up on me. And when I talk about emotional eating, I know you may have different sort of like experiences with what emotional eating is. For some people, emotional eating is like they're sad and they eat and it makes them feel better. Or for some people, emotional eating is like I'm happy, I'm eating birthday cake because I'm happy and whatever. Or for some, it's like emotional eating is a way to numb your mind when you're stressed. And I think that's sort of like really where I tend to fall into that bucket of emotional eaters, is like when I get stressed, which I was dealing with a lot of stress in the early part of the year, I would hit the food to sort of calm my nerves or to get that dopamine hit to make myself feel good for 5 minutes or so. So that was creeping in, plus just lack of sort of hardcore cardio burn exercise. Because I do believe when you like run or when you burn a lot of calories in the gym, you can sort of have a little bit more flexibility to eat more. But if you're not working out and you're living sedentarily, then yeah, you're going to gain weight, calories in, calories out. So I logged a gain. Since I logged that gain about 2 weeks ago, though, I've already started to correct myself. And I think this is the best thing about the bariatric surgery, is that now that I sort of have the tools to maintain my weight, like I was sort of able to get back on a corrective mode, right? Number one thing that I started to do in order to enter my corrective mode period was, one, get back on the scale, right? I'm a strong believer, like if you can measure it, you can manage it. And if I'm not like, getting on the scale, then I'm not really paying attention to my weight. I'm not seeing if I'm going up or down. Now, granted, the scale, I believe, is not something you should look at every day, but it is a barometer. And some days it'll be up a pound, some days it'll be down a pound. And I think that over the long term, especially every week, you got to kind of keep an eye on where you're at. So getting on the scale was the first sort of corrective action I took to kind of combat my first initial gain. Second thing I did is I started counting calories again. Calorie counting is something, or macro counting, whatever you want to call it. I really don't care. You can call it just tracking if you want. I know some people like tracking calories, some people like tracking macros. To me, it's really more about like, I look at calories as a barometer, because most calorie dense foods are either probably not great for you. Most lower calorie foods like vegetables and fruits and stuff like that is typically lower calories, and then stuff that's high in protein is really where you have to be careful, because just because it's high in protein doesn't mean it's good for you either, right? So I think that it's good to kind of look at calories. You have to look at everything, in my opinion. But most of the time, if you track calories, you're probably also tracking protein, and you're also tracking other nutrients. I call it calorie counting, but either way, I started tracking what I eat, measuring it better, using actual measuring devices like teaspoons and tablespoons and cups, and sort of remembering what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Most specifically with I can't go take a handful of peanuts and eat that. Another thing I wanted to do is I stopped buying the jars of peanuts, and I went to just single serving packs, right? Which you can either get at the gas station, or you can even buy single serving packs at the grocery store. So just knowing that every time I have one packet, it's 170 calories, right? So it's something that helps sort of maintain that urge to just take handfuls of something. So that was a little bit of my story. If you follow me on this channel, you know I'm all about accountability. And I know that when I lost weight over the years, it was usually because I had some type of accountability partner. So you're my accountability partner. Thank you for subscribing on this channel. I thought I would be real with you and share a real update. I mean, man, this stuff is hard no matter where you're at in your journey. If you were pre-op, post-op, you're on GLP-1, whatever you're doing, it's not easy. You're going to have ups and downs. And most importantly is that when you get to a certain point, at a certain time in your journey, you'll be able to manage your weight more efficiently, because you can be more active. You can do things that you wouldn't maybe be able to do if you are morbidly obese or highly overweight. So that's a little bit of kind of what happened whenever you get off track. I mean, I know it's easy to blame the holidays. It's easy to blame a birthday, the summer holidays like 4th of July, booze, whatever. It's easy to blame one thing or the next. But the truth is, it's all about you, right? And if you're in the right mindset and you're in the right mentality, and you know that when you fall off, you can get back on. To me, that's what I love about sort of doing this channel, hopefully more weekly, is that I know that I have to be accountable to you, to the camera, and to the people who need my accountability to maintain their weight. You just gotta try to keep that mindset, because if you lose it, then you lose everything. And mindset is really going to help you track, maintain, and take smaller proportions, right? Because if the smaller proportions you take, the less you eat, the less you gotta burn off at the gym, and vice versa. So I hope this is a little quick update for you. I hope it's something that can bring you valuable as you evaluate what you're eating right now, maybe what you're doing to help lose weight or maintain weight. And if you haven't done so, maybe it's time to start. If you need some help, there's help out there. Go get it. And no matter what, be sure to like and subscribe and take those vitamins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully more coming soon here on this channel. Bye for now.